Hi Capricorn, come on in if you'd like to have a seat. So we're going to utilize your scroll that's been aged, like it's been with you for lifetimes, to scry your shaman's palm in the mid-world. We'll add on tarot and oracle, and we have ghost tube seer here for any visual inspirations. You know the drill. Receive or release freely. And when you're ready, Capricorns, fellow Capricorns, being one myself, we'll close the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush, activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. All right, Capricorns, let's go. Okay, so yeah, did I say thank you? If you did like, share, and subscribe, thank you. And to all those who donate, request personals, all the links are below. Sorry, okay, because I will forget. See, like this guy, this knight guy here, I'm seeing that, like the head there, the metal armor, and it's, I don't know if it's charged with like some sort of electricity or a vibration or frequency. And it's like if things try and incept, it's being like repelled. I can't tell if it's like a, invisible wireless fence type thing or a metal moat, but something along that lines. And okay. And so as I'm in here, it's as though it's like dispelling these things that appear loyal, but they're not. They're Pinocchios. Something about Pinocchios. Something about proper, too. I don't know what that is. Proper. This metal armor is like cracking open a nut, because I'm seeing like a nutcracker. And I'm also seeing glasses, and my eyes are looking up, and I just say my because I'm right in it, but also I'm a Capricorn, so I'm in it. And the eyes are up, and I'm looking up. Maybe towards the third eye. But even in the forehead space, I don't know if there's something that you've just been like, thinking about. But then there's this clear channel. There's a guide that's stepping in regards to something that is about that. So whatever that channel is of what you're doing, wishing, wanting, like maybe you're studying something or you're looking to create, maybe it's career, yada, yada, yada. There's a guide that has stepped in specifically to assist with that task or that focus, because I'm going to say it is communicating with your birth guide. Yeah, that's how that's happening. And those two are like up at the crown area. And as they communicate, they create a channel that comes down into this forehead space. Brows, bridges. And from there, it's like I can see another conversation between maybe your intellect, your intuition, maybe it's the mundane and the magical, apply whatever. Then there's another conversation that happens. And I'm looking up at it, like I'm very aware of all this, so there might be a lot of internal conversation in whatever respect. And I see that all up there. And I'm going to wander down here and then start adding on into your cave of ice in your pinky here, in your shaman's palm. I have triangles. Okay. Okay, I'm going to say it. Shoulder servants. Like back in the 80s, there was like the shoulder pad phase and crave. Now I'm seeing it, and then even like maybe imagine like a vampire, but it's not a vampire. It feels like a collar. I don't know what it is, but they're emotional shoulder servants. And I can see a current moving around. Like, you know, if you were seeing a neon sign, but it had this moving thing, like, I don't even know, thing. And that's what I'm watching. They're very penguin-y, so penguin might have something, mean something to someone. We're here for Capricorns. And it's like they're working on the trap, very specifically the trap. So anything, it's like I'm, what is that, aerating? Or, you know, if you walk across your lawn with like golf shoes on to make more space. When I say emotional, I feel like it's because I'm attaching emotions to things, which is okay, charging them. But then I'm like mulling, should I stay or should I go now? You know what I mean? Like, and where it might get like pinged out of this triangle. I feel like that shape is important. And something also, I said penguins. Yeah, I did say penguins. Oh, what are you guys down here? Okay, so right in here, I don't know if the scroll through the aging, but like way down in here, there's like a solar. It's being brought in. It's being brought in. And I'm seeing like a pelican. It's not a pelican. Okay, so it's another triangle in a different shape. So imagine if a bird of sorts, maybe a toucan. Maybe a toucan. I don't think that matters. They're air element landscape energies. And they are bringing in this bee, this honeybee, this golden bee. Is it a bee? Maybe a scarab. Because I'm seeing it in gold, kind of like Egyptian time. So it might be a scarab or just something along that lines. But it's bringing something in. Oh my goodness. It's bringing something in, purification to resurrect, the secrets of resulting from the power of in Scorpio. This is in your cave of ice. Whoa, okay. I'm protecting knowledge, gaining knowledge, dissecting knowledge. Again, I'm being asked to come right back up to this birth guide and whatever this point guide is that has been called in. The metal invisible fence of my mind. I'm not rejecting information because it seems to be very knowledge based in whatever channel I'm focusing in, maybe at different points of the day. Learning, you know, you come home from work or wherever the case is and you have dinner and you're learning about your partner's day, your children's day, your dog's day, whatever the case may be. This isn't about like dispelling. There's something about any loyalties that have been Pinocchio style. I said that, yeah. There's that. And I'm protecting my own knowledge. Learn or teach. Be positive about, grow and expand with Jupiter. And we're in your cave of winds and your ring finger. And this is what I feel like I'm committing to for me being in the winds of my, again, like the winds of commitment and proper caliber. If there's folks that want to be like resurrected in your life, I feel like if there is secrets, if there's like an underlying power struggle, or there is an underlying power struggle, maybe it's within myself. If I'm saying one thing like, oh, I'm not smart enough, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not strong enough, whatever the case may be, it's like, well, that is serving something, sabotagely speaking, it's serving something. And I can fix that by gaining knowledge and information and learning, which shifts it into positive. Do you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of sun after after and very blues and yellows might be a thing as well, Capricorns. Maybe solar plexus and throat, or solar plexus and third eye. In your hearth fire, your power middle finger of sorts, what you give what you give the finger to, what you apply that finger to, it's your north node, your faith in. Do not worry about, now it's the time. Okay, and see how right there's all these green pieces. And with the north node, all these green pieces. And it's a dragon in there. If not some sort of reptile. Cherish. Madonna just came in. Cherish. Oh, it's okay. So remember when I was talking about the traps, like things in the traps? You know, like pulling out your dryer lint thing and getting rid of things so that the mesh can breathe. It's the worries, because I'm hearing there will be success with your commitment. It's like the very bar of whatever. No, it's not expectations. It's almost like quality versus quantity, and then other times appreciating quantity in qualities, the qualities amidst the quantities. Oh my goodness, tongue twister. And these pieces of what my heart is attached, because there's at least 3 that are very clear channels. And you know how I'm seeing it is when I say the channels, because I'm seeing the triangle, like there's 1, 2, 3. There's 3 clear things that I care about at a caliber that I feel is acceptable. It's not constipating to anyone. And if I am a little constipated about it, I'm digging into it and I'm finding out why am I worried about this, or why am I applying whatever it is. I feel like if you know, you know. But in the 3 of the there's more triangles coming in. And it's like I can see the different triangles. You can apply them to elements, but I'm actually seeing them come in, not necessarily to form a pentagram of power. It's like they're coming in and creating this 3D shape that's going to change inevitably. And it will have the ability, almost like in a Rubik's Cube that's not a cube, and it'll have the ability to change and switch forms and whatever you decide to do with it. Okay, that was way too many. Okay. Sorry, this is what happened. Hold on, camera. Oh, we got it. Okay. Keep going. See, there it is. We're in your cave of rivers, and your highest ideals is coming through. This is what I want to feel. Not the emotional symptom of it, the feel. The rules of, and get it out into the world. Sagittarius stuff going on. Yeah, it's like, remember when I was talking about like these guides up here were talking, and then like your 2 something or other, it's this Sagittarius being doubled here. It's like above and below working together, left, right. Somebody's got your 6. I got my 6. I'm paying attention to more things than one. The resources to maintain, the practicality of, resulting from the productivity of in your cave of earth. This is, like where, sorry, the sun is shining over there. In Taurian time frame. Not being too grounded, but very grounded in the current. No, I'm not going to flip it. I just heard no flipping. We'll do another reading, I suppose, for a flipping. The solar body's coming in of what I'm expanding. what I've allowed to burn into the sun. You know, like I'm seeing, is it the show True Blood? Yeah, and when the vampires go out into the sun and they burn, but it's like the ultimate release. That's actually how they can be exiled, and not even in a bad way. They can truly just ashes to ashes, dust to dust type thing, and allow the sun to still keep on shining. Does that make sense? The solar body's coming in. I'm going to keep going here, Capricorns, and hopefully try and keep this shorter and sweeter than I typically do, but I feel like I say that a lot. But you got the power to pause, fast forward, all that kind of good stuff. So thank you. I got the power. All right. Horned cactus, resourcefulness. There's I feel like self-protection in place. And whatever it is that you were purifying, whatever it is that you were resurrecting. And when I say resurrecting it, it's like I'm seeing that Egyptian tomb, the gold light up, and the crypt opens, the tomb opens, and I rise. And I'm a little bit prickly. I'm a little bit prickly. And that could be any sort of because I'm holding in my water. Like I'm seeing, right, that cactus energy in this dry desert, but it has water, but it has the spikes of protection for a reason. So that essence, the emotional essence, the energy in motion, being fluid around your being as you are resurrecting something, purifying something, and maybe things get exposed. It's like you are in that realm of the forehead where there's conversations. I am seeing what I'm being taught. Even if somebody is speaking something, say I'm not enjoying, or they're exposing secrets, or whatever the case is. That's just the key word, and I can see it with almost as if in a creepy way. You know, when, like, at least in movies, if somebody's about to, I'm going to say be possessed, but that's not it. Maybe they're going to channel something. I don't know, whatever they're going to do. And their eyes roll in the back of the head and all you see is the whites. That's how I'm seeing it. And this isn't like on one rabbit hole. It's like when they're saying it, if they're trying to resurrect themselves in your, whatever this one instance may be, resurrect themselves in your life or in your area. And I see that metal mask, but again, you're rolling your eyes so far back that all you see is white. Like it doesn't feel great. But in the other aspect, it's like when I truly surrender into what I'm being taught or what I'm learning, the background of that maybe was once a bruise of where I've beaten up on myself about, or maybe others. I've allowed others to come in again, but that was teaching me something. It was teaching me something. And then when I come into, again, that power place, like right in the middle finger, the crown games, the right use of your power, lots of gold and greens now, gold and greens. I have faith in that I will utilize my personal power. Things will come in due time versus like secret evil plan, Capricorns, like, how do I want to go about this? I'm not going to worry about it, but I am going to contemplate consciously as I'm cleaning out the traps of stuff, because there is obviously something about the Capricorn energy, the aura of the collective, that is about the highest ideals. Like, remember when I was talking about that quality versus quantity, and the mastery of bringing in joy of what it is that what I'm learning and what I'm teaching. And as I'm learning things and feeling it and moving through, deciding. I'm actually teaching it just by doing whatever it is that I'm doing. Maybe you're making dinner in a pleasant way. Maybe you're cleaning your house and you're seeing it as a meditative opportunity versus having to find this very clean bucket of, clockwork and go, okay, I'm going to have to be ready to meditate in this time frame very specifically. And you're like, oh, I can just like integrate it in to things that I'm already doing, as long as I'm there fully to aware, and I feel like I am. So suddenly I'm cutting the grass and I'm utilizing it as a grounding opportunity. I'm doing the dishes and I'm working with the water element and I'm cleansing and I'm also releasing. Or I'm doing housework, very earthly, dusting, debris, and I'm utilizing it as a walking meditation. It's like I'm sweating it out. Do you know what I'm saying? It's integrated in. And as I sweep out this like sacred scarab or honeybee, and I feel like they're really interchangeable, but it's also like an ancient airplane where something looks like it's a toy, but it's really something else. Like somebody, maybe you yourself, or again, it could be outside, and that's the way it's best for me to perceive it right now. And I'm like, oh, maybe they think I'm just playing with this idea, or I'm just playing with this idea. But I kind of want to see where it leads. First breath, beginner's mind. Okay, so I am maneuvering the universe, the cosmos, the planets of my perception. And this might be slow, feel slow, is slow in regards to, again, that tick-tock of time, looking back and looking ahead. And the only reason why I feel rushed is maybe the pressures I put upon myself. But I feel like then I just got zipped out. And it's like, when you feel that in the here and now, in the present moment, zoom out into being the creator, and not to minimize where you are right now, but actually to create breathing room to say, this has been happening lifetimes, eons, essence eons, whatever feels good. The pressure to apply the finality of something, you can release, because I feel as though something is coming to some sort of finality, but it's been happening for so many lifetimes, or maybe so many aspects have been working on something that it's like when it comes to a close, and really Scorpio, it's just going to transform. It's like you finished school, now go get a job. Or you have finished the project, you finished decorating the bathroom, now what? Or you finished working on the car and now it's running. Go drive it. Go start having the experiences of learning and teaching what you've learned. I don't know if any of this makes sense, but I feel like it does, because it's the resources that are coming in both the palm, the pinky and the thumb, right? Like, in your earth and ice of what's melting away in those like triangles of the shoulder pads. But you've got resources as you hang loose. It's like, you got this, and you do zoom out and then drop back in, not to diminish or minimize. It's actually to maximize the amount of space and time, if I may. Somebody might also really like jazz music. All right, closing out messages for Capricorn. Love, live your truth, and share the love that is in your soul. Free spirit. To be a free spirit is to float without walls, to fly without judgment, and to love without conditions. And surrender. Surrender your need to control the outcome. Just be with life in this present moment. from many perspectives, Capricorn. Micro, macro, and all in between. I love that. Earth guide. Learner, teacher, teacher, learner. I hope this served, Capricorn, and I will see you again soon, and we'll flip your scroll. All right.